Imagination will take you everywhere. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. It's not that I'm so smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer. A person who never made a mistake, never tried anything new. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. The difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits. The world is a dangerous place, not because of those who do evil, but because of those who look on and do nothing. I have no special talents. I'm only passionately curious. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existence. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. The only way to escape the corruptible effect of praise is to go on working. Imagination is more important than knowledge, rather to be of value. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. It's not that I'm so smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer. A person who never made a mistake, never tried anything new. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them.
Good evening, everybody. We will be starting our session shortly. We are just waiting for a few more people to join in, and then we will start.
Imagination is more important than knowledge. The only source of knowledge is experience. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. It's not that I'm so smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer. A person who never made a mistake, never tried anything new. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. The difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits. The world is a dangerous place. I have no special talents. I'm only passionately curious. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existence. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. The only way to escape the corruptible effect of praise is to go on working. Experience. Strive not to be a success. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. It's not that I'm so smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer. A person who never made a mistake, never tried anything new. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. The difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits. The world is a dangerous place, not because of those who do evil, but because of those who look on and do nothing. I have no special talents. I'm only passionately curious. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existence. Imagination is everything.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you all for registering and attending this national level online faculty development program on research methodology using ChatGPT and AI tools, which is being organized by the PG Department of Computer Applications, the Internal Quality Assurance Cell, IQAC, and Lincoln University College Marine Research Center, LUC-MRC of Marian College Kuttikanam Autonomous, in association with the Kerala State Higher Education Council. We would like to welcome Dr. Rajan Gurukul, Vice Chairman, KSHEC, Dr. Rajan Ghis, Member Secretary, KSHEC, Reverend Father Bobby Alex Manamplakal, Manager, Marian College Kuttikanam Autonomous, Dr. 𝐏𝐻𝐻𝐸𝐬, Principal of Marian College, Professor Dr. Jose James, Director and Dean, Lincoln University College Marine Research Center, LUC MRC, Dr. Suresh Namboothiri, who is the Chief Resource Person, Dr. 𝐏𝐻𝐻𝐸𝐬, Adjunct Faculty, Marian College Kuttikanam Autonomous, who will also be a resource person for this FDP, Dr. Mendes Jacob, Director, PG Department of Computer Applications of Marian College, Dr. 𝐬𝐫𝐨𝐜𝐞𝐬𝐬, IQAC Coordinator, Marian College Kuttikanam Autonomous, Mr. Bin Matthew John, HOD, PG Department of Computer Applications, Marian College Kuttikanam Autonomous, and all the FDP resource persons, managers, directors, principals, vice principals, representatives from management, HODs, IQAC coordinators, and all faculty members. Now, about this FDP, this will be an 8-day program with live sessions on the same timing of 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. We expect you to join on all 8 days. Now, fee for the LMS access and processing of the certificate is ₹600. All the participants who have paid the processing fee will receive the LMS access, the video recording for all the days, and a participation e-certificate from college, printed FDP completion certificate from the KSHEC. Please note that both these certificates will only be for the paid candidates. The procedure for receiving the certificate will be informed to you towards the end of the FDP. If any of you are yet to make the payment, please make the payment of ₹600 to Marian College to the account details that will be in the chat. If you are unable to attend any of the live sessions, they will be available in the LMS. We have shared the LMS access details through email to those who have shared the payment proof in WhatsApp till yesterday. Those who have shared the payment proof in WhatsApp today will receive the LMS access details mail tomorrow. If you have any trouble attending this online session, we are also simultaneously streaming this on YouTube. The link I will put in the chat. All right, I think you must have gotten it in the chat. I've put it in the chat. My name is 𝐻𝐸𝐻𝐸𝐬𝐷. I'm working as Global Relations Manager for IPS Solutions Limited, and I will be the event moderator. Now, moving on to the introductions. Let me give you the first introduction of the Kerala State Higher Education Council, the KSHEC. The Kerala State Higher Education Council is the principal higher education policy input provider and trendsetter of the state of Kerala, and it strives to bring out equity and excellence in the higher education sector. The council is an apex level statutory body instituted under the Kerala State Higher Education Council Act 2007 and the Kerala State Higher Education Council Amendment Act 2018 of the State Legislature of Kerala. Perceiving its democratic structure and participatory approach in making decisions, the council is often denominated as a mandated working collective of all the stakeholders of the higher education sector, including academics, administrators, and students. Now, about Marian College. Marian College Kuttikanam was founded. Marian College Kuttikanam was founded in 1995 and is affiliated to the Mahatma Gandhi University. It is owned and managed by the Catholic Diocese of Kanjirapalli through the Pyramid Development Society. Marian has gained. But I can see that there's some audio that people are facing. Is it audible now? Hello? Can you hear me now? All right, okay. Thank you. Is it clear now? I've not been speaking. Okay. Is it clear now? Okay.
Yes, Sijan, you are audible. I think some noise is coming from somebody else.
Sorry, sir, what is that again? Yes, sir. All right, okay. I can see few people who can hear and who may not be able to hear. If you're having a problem with the WebEx, you can also try with the YouTube. There is a live streaming there, okay? So you can check the voice out there. All right, let me come to the introduction about Marian College. Marian College Kuttikanam was founded in 1995 and is affiliated to the Mahatma Gandhi University. It is owned and managed by the Catholic Diocese of Kanjurapalli through the Freedmen Development Society. Marian has gained autonomous status in a span of just 20 years, youngest college to achieve this status. Marian College started with just 3 undergraduate programs, and at present, the college offers more than 20 programs, including doctoral programs in social work and commerce. Marian was the youngest accredited college in India in 2003, and at present, the college is re-accredited with A++ grade and the highest CGPA 3.71 out of 4 by the National Assessment and Accreditation Council in 2023. The college won the prestigious status of the college with potential for excellence CPE from the University Grants Commission UGC in 2009 and 2014. The college has an academic excellence proven through university ranks and high placements. It also has academic tie-ups with several renowned international universities. Now, if possible, could you all turn on your video so that we would like to take a screenshot for our documentation purpose. Yeah, just keep it on for a few seconds. All right. Now we will move on to the welcome and introduction of FDP by Dr. Mendes Jacob. Dr. Mendes Jacob is an academician and an entrepreneur with 35 plus years of experience and is the former director of School of Applicable Mathematics, MG University. He is also the CEO of 𝐼𝐵SA Solutions Limited, an IT company supporting higher education institutions in the implementation of outcome-based education and innovative teaching, learning, and assessment strategies. Over to you, sir.
Good evening. Am I audible, Sijan?
Yes, you are.
Thank you. Dear and respected 𝐻𝐸 sir, Dr. Joby Syriac, distinguished participants from all over India, and my dear friends. I am delighted to welcome all of you to the inaugural function of our highly anticipated 8-day faculty development program on research methodology using ChatGPT and AI tools. It's a pleasure to see such an enthusiastic gathering of educators and researchers here today. I'm sure that all of you are driven by a shared passion of advancing the frontiers of knowledge. We have over 2,000 participants registered from across India and a few from outside the country. In the rapidly evolving landscape of education research, the integration of cutting-edge technologies has become not just an option, but a necessity. This program represents our commitment to equipping our faculty members with the latest tools and techniques to enhance the quality and impact of their research. As we all know, research is the bedrock of progress and innovation. It's through research that we gain new insights, challenge existing paradigms, and ultimately contribute to the betterment of society. However, the research process itself is undergoing a profound transformation thanks to advancements in artificial intelligence and natural language processing. Our faculty development program will not only introduce to these groundbreaking technologies, but will also provide you with hands-on experience in leveraging them effectively for your research. ChatGPT, AI-driven tools, and other resources will be at your disposal to help you navigate the complex terrain of modern research methodology. Over the next 8 days, our expert resource persons will guide you through a comprehensive curriculum designed to enhance your research skills, boost your productivity, and empower you to ask and answer more meaningful research questions. We will explore topics such as data analysis, literature review, automation, and ethical consideration in AI-driven research, which is a concern for all researchers. We will be sharing over 200 unique prompts and more than 100 use cases through the Learning Management System, LMS. And additionally, there are other useful AI tools available in the LMS. But beyond the technical skills you will acquire, this program is also about fostering a collaborative spirit. We encourage you to engage with your fellow participants, share your experiences, and build a network of colleagues who can support and inspire you in your academic journey through the discussion forums available on the Learning Management System. For research scholars, this can be considered as a 24-hour course equivalent to 1.5 credits. The LMS access will be available for 25 days starting today. After completing the MCQs, participants can download an e-certificate from the college or a printed FDP completion certificate from Kerala State Higher Education Council, which is available for paid participants on request. As a special privilege for our valued paid participants of this faculty development program, we are excited to introduce a cutting-edge AI-powered question paper generation tool. This innovative tool will empower you to create high-quality, customized question papers of all types, like multiple choice questions or fill in the blanks, short answer, essays, etc. in just 2 minutes. You can create a question paper in 2 to 5 minutes. Streamlining your assessment processes and saving you valuable time. That is the advantage of this tool. As all of us know, creating quality multiple choice questions with the different options is a Herculean task. Through this AI tool, you can do it in 2 minutes. The tool will be made available for you on the last day of this FDP through the LMS. Before we officially commence our faculty development program today, I would like to extend a warm and respectful welcome to all the distinguished guests who have graced us with their presence today. Firstly, our sincere gratitude to Dr. Rajan Kurikal, Vice Chairman of Kerala State Higher Education Council, and Dr. Rajan Varghese, Member Secretary, Kerala State Higher Education Council, for their great support and encouragement for making this FDP happen. They could not join this inaugural session due to unavoidable schedules. Next, let us extend our warmest welcome to Dr. 𝐏𝐻𝐿𝐴, Dean and Director of LUC MRC. It is a multidisciplinary research center of Marian College Kuttikanam. Dr. 𝐏𝐻𝐿𝐴 has been driving force in fostering research and innovation in our academic community. And his presence today is a testament to his commitment to advancing the research landscape. I also extend a hearty welcome to our esteemed resource persons, Dr. Suresh Namboothiri and Dr. 𝐸𝐴𝐻𝐿𝐻𝐿. Your expertise and insights in the field of research methodology, especially in the context of AI and ChatGPT, will definitely enrich our program and leave an indelible mark on our participants. I extend a warm welcome to Dr. 𝐏𝐵 𝐸𝐬𝐬, Vice Principal and IQAC Coordinator at Marian College Kuttikanam, Autonomous. Dr. 𝐏𝐵 𝐸𝐬𝐬 has been instrumental in organizing and facilitating this program, and his dedication to quality initiatives is greatly appreciated. To all our dedicated participants, I extend a collective welcome. Your presence here today demonstrates your commitment to honing your research skills and staying at the forefront of education innovation. This faculty development program is a testament to your passion for learning and your dedication to fostering a culture of research excellence. I extend my sincere gratitude to the manager, principal, HOD, PG Department of Computer Applications, and to all my dear colleagues at Marian College Kuttikanam, Autonomous, and IPSR Solutions Limited for their support and moral support and encouragement and hard work for the success of this initiative. As we embark on this enlightening journey together, I encourage you to make the most of this opportunity. Engage with our distinguished guests, collaborate with your fellow participants, and absorb the knowledge and insights that will be shared over the next 8 days. Thank you all for being here today, and let's embark on this transformative learning experience with enthusiasm and purpose. Welcome once again to our faculty development program. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mendes sir. Now we will have the inaugural address and a special address by Professor Dr. Jose James, Director and Dean, Lincoln University College Marine Research Center, LUCMRC. Dr. Jose James is a senior academician who has served in different capacities like Registrar, Director of College Development Council, DCPC, Dean and Chairman and member of various academic bodies of different universities in India and abroad. He is currently the Dean and Director of LUCMRC, which is a research center of Marian College in collaboration with Lincoln University, Malaysia. Over to you, sir.
Yeah. Good evening. Am I audible now?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, okay, good, very good. Yeah, respected Professor Rajan Varghese, Vice Chairman of the Kerala State Higher Education Council, Dr. Rajan Varghese, Member Secretary, both of them were my colleagues in the Mahatma Gandhi University when I was working there. And of course, Reverend Father Bobby Alex, Manager of the Marian College, Professor Dr. Ajman George, Principal of the Marian College Kuttikanam, then Dr. 𝐏𝐵 𝐸𝐬𝐬𝐬, Vice Principal and IQAC Coordinator, and Dr. Mendes Jacob, Director MCA, and also the CEO of IPSR, the HOD and faculty members of the MCA Department of Marian College Kuttikanam, officers of the IPSR, and today's resource persons, Dr. Suresh Namboothiri and Dr. Sunil, and also the participants from all over the country and also even from outside. I'm extremely happy to participate or attend this very important or very prestigious FDP being organized by the MCA Department of Marian College Kuttikanam in association with the Kerala State Higher Education Council as well as the Marian Research Center Kuttikanam, Marian College Kuttikanam. LUC Marian Research Center Kuttikanam is extremely happy to associate with this very important and most appropriate, even the most need of the hour FDP, jointly organized by the Kerala State Higher Education Council and the Marian College Kuttikanam. The huge response of the participants shows the importance of the topic and the relevance and popularity of the topic, not only among the academic community, but also all the sections of the people all over the world. We are happy to understand that there are participants from all over India, as well as few participants from other countries too. In spite of the apprehensions of the AI and the ChatGPT, it is very widely used by all the people all over the world now, by the students, by the teachers, resource persons, bureaucrats, technocrats, and all and all who need an answer or a solution to an issue. It will continue to grow in a very fast pace and will dominate the world until something more innovative or better comes with after some time. With the technical support of the MCA department of Marian College and the IPSR, I am sure that this FDP will be one of the best FDPs the participants attended. On here, the AI and the ChatGPT from my good friend Dr. Mendes JaCap and my colleagues from at the Marian College. I'm really amazed, or I'm really wondering where the world is going, or where the academic field is going to be in the next 5 to 10 years. And it is our duty as a teacher or as a mentor, it's our duty to acquire the latest knowledge about this area so that our student community will definitely benefit. It's also very happy to understand that this will be just not a session, but it's a hands-on training. You'll be getting a lot of inputs, lot of training in between the seminar. This 8 days session will be really a worthwhile program for all the participants. Now, LUC Marian Research Center is an approved research center of the reputed Lincoln University College, Malaysia, which is one of the very few 5-star universities in that country. LUC is placed at the 32nd position in the Times Higher Education Impact Ranking 2023 under the Quality Education category. Another added advantage of LUC is that it's an associate member of the Association of Indian Universities, that is AIU, and the Association of Commonwealth Universities, that is ACU. Many universities and institutions in India, including Mahatma Gandhi University, 𝐏𝐸𝐬𝐬 University, Central University of AP, Andhra Pradesh, Kashmir, and several colleges like Marian College Kuttikanam, Dr. Moopens Medical College, Wayanad, etc., have signed MOUs with LUC. They have approved academic partner centers in more than 36 countries across the globe. Marian College Kuttikanam Autonomous have signed an MOU with the Lincoln University in 2019 and have established an approved research center named Lincoln University College Marian Research Center, in short, LUC MRC in the college. LUC MRC is offering part-time PhD program in all academic disciplines, either as a single disciplinary or as an interdisciplinary or multidisciplinary area, as envisaged in the National Education Policy 2020. This is, of course, a PhD program of a foreign university. Right now, in the LUC MRC, we have over 60 scholars pursuing research study under 30+ supervising teachers as grades. One of the major advantages is that once a scholar is registered as a student of the university, he or she will have to complete the work and study and submit the thesis in just 36 months. And the extension will be very difficult to get beyond 36 months. 5 scholars of the first batch of the Marian Research Center have completed their work, and the first PhD was awarded yesterday. Others are in the process and would be completing in 3 to 5 months. I don't want to prolong much because we are all waiting for the resource persons, Dr. Suresh and Dr. Sunil. With these few words, let me conclude my inaugural speech, and with your permission, let me inaugurate this prestigious FDP, and I wish all the participants a very useful and productive FDP in the next 8 days to come. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Josh James. Thank you for that inaugural session. Now we will have the vote of thanks. Just to mention that after the vote of thanks, we do have a technical session. So everybody, please wait for that as well. Okay, now we will move on to the vote of thanks. The vote of thanks will be given by Dr. 𝐏𝐵, who is the IQAC coordinator of Marian College Kuttikanam. He's the vice principal and coordinator, IQAC Marian College Kuttikanam, and an NLP certified trainer with 20+ years of experience in teaching. Over to you, Dr. 𝐏𝐵.
Thank you, dear Sachin.
Yeah.
Now it is my privilege and honor to thank all the guests of honor and the organizing team and also the esteemed participants of this national level faculty development program on research methodology using ChatGPT and AI tools, which is offered by Marian College Kuttikanam Autonomous in association with the Kerala State Higher Education Council. I would like to express gratitude to all the people who contributed to this inaugural session and will be continuing in this FDP during the 8 days to come. I would like to thank the chief guest of the day, Professor Dr. 𝐤𝐻𝐶 𝐷𝐗, who is the former registrar of Mahatma Gandhi University, Kottayam, and presently serving as the research director and dean of the 𝐬𝐬𝐢𝐧𝐠 program of Marian College Kuttikanam. He has inaugurated the program, this FDP program, and he has rightly mentioned about the possibilities which the AI tools can offer in the field of research. Thank you, sir, for your presence and the words of inspiration. I thank Dr. Suresh Namboothiri, who is an acknowledged resource person in this field, who has offered several workshops and faculty development programs. In fact, Marian College was graced with his presence several times. With his offline presence, he has come and offered sessions for the faculty members in our college, and also he has, he has been the resource person for other FDP programs which we have offered in collaboration with the Higher Education Council. Sir, I would like to thank you wholeheartedly for consenting to be the resource person of this FDP program on using ChatGPT and AI tools in research. And I also especially remember Dr. Sunil Job, who will also be meeting the participants in the days to come as a resource person in this area. I especially thank the Kerala State Higher Education Council for the support, the continued support and patronage which the council is offering us. Though they were not able to join, I would like to especially and gratefully remember Dr. Rajan Gurukal, the chairman, and Dr. Rajan Verghese, the member secretary, with a lot of gratitude. Let me also remember very Reverend Father Bobby Mandablakal, the Vicar General and also the manager of the college, and also Professor Dr. Ajimon George, the principal of the college, who were instrumental in making this program possible. Dr. Mendes Jacob deserves special mention. He is the professor and director of MCA at Marian College Kuttikanam Autonomous, and he is the one who has ideated the program, and he also gave a comprehensive introduction to this program, mentioning how research is changing these days. As we know, AI is a transformative force in research, and it is something which can enable us to address complex questions, accelerate discoveries, and also make research more accessible and efficient. Thank you, dear sir, for your presence and for coordinating this, for organizing this program in association with Higher Education Council. I thank Professor Win Matthew, who is the head of the Department of MCA, who is also part of the organizing team. And to end my words, I would like to very specially and gratefully remember the participants, the teachers from various disciplines and institutions across the country and also abroad, who have joined this program, showing a lot of enthusiasm and interest in this. I hope that every one of you will enjoy the learning experience which is going to unfold in the days to come. And I hope this will help everyone grow as researchers and teachers and enable you to create new knowledge. And as we remember, in his letter to Robert Hooke, Isaac Newton made this statement: if I can see further, that is because I stand on the shoulders of giants. So the creators of AI tools, the the huge change, the quantum leap that it is bringing in education. We need to reckon with that, and we need to learn from that and use it for better creation of knowledge and transmission of the same. So let us hope that this program gives us a lot of tools for that and supports us in our research endeavor in the days to come. Thank all of you here wholeheartedly, and with that, I remain. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. 𝐿𝐵𝐶𝐴𝐺. Thank you for your word of thanks. Now we will move on to the technical session. The technical session will be taken by Dr. Suresh Namboothiri. He is the director for SPR Technologies, Pune. Dr. Suresh Namboothiri is a product design specialist in automobiles, consumer electronics, home appliances, computers, and telecommunications, with over 30 years of industry experience. When he resigned from the corporate world to contribute to the Indian education sector, he was Chief Operating Officer with Tata Motors. He was part of the team that developed the first Indian car, Indica. He has designed and developed over 200 products, including washing machines, refrigerators, desktop and laptop computers, smartphones, and accessories, many of them for the first time in India. He has traveled to over 22 countries and closely worked with engineers from 8 countries. He is a highly sought after professional interviewer for senior positions in engineering and management for Indian and MNCs operating in India. The insights gathered from interviewing over 12,000 candidates made him investigate and research the state of Indian education, particularly in engineering education. The findings eventually led him to associate with a global team of 158 industry professionals and 2 Ivy League universities for a pan-India ethnographic survey for unearthing root causes and finding sustainable solutions. Currently, Dr. Suresh Namboothiri is working as the director of SPR Technologies, Pune. He has served as a resource person for faculty development programs in the topics of outcome-based education, critical and creative thinking, ChatGPT and AI tools for educators, design thinking, etc. He is currently collaborating with HEIS like IITs and NIITs and other premium institutions for providing the employability of students. He is a mentor, researcher, and educator in addition to a senior corporate consultant. He is a BTech Mechanical, MTech Production Engineering, and MBA New Product Development. His PhD research subject is cognitive rigor requirement for startup and entrepreneurship. Over to you, sir. Sir, I think you're on mute. Dr. Suresh, I think you're on mute.
So thanks a lot, Sijin, for the introduction.
Now, okay.
And good evening to all. And I would like to thank the presence of Professor Josh James, Dr. Ajimon George, Dr. 𝐏𝐵𝐶𝐴𝐺, Dr. Mendes Jacob, Dr. Sunil Job, and the top leadership of Kerala State Higher Education Council, that is Dr. Rajan Gurukal, Dr. Rajan Varghese, and their continued support for these faculty development programs in cutting-edge fields like artificial intelligence. So good evening to all participants, and I am one of the resource persons for this program, and I hope we will have a good time. So before I start, I would like to tell you why are we conducting this program. You go to YouTube, you will see that there are hundreds of YouTube videos. It explains how to do research by making use of ChatGPT. And you go to Instagram, you go to internet. There are many people, they are conducting programs on how to do research with the ChatGPT or generative AI. Then why are we doing this? And why are we doing this? That is for 8 days. Okay. Is it not a waste of time, or are we overdoing something? I will answer these questions first. Recently, I have gone through a program because of my curiosity. it was about research through AI tools. So here, how these AI tools are contributing to a researcher, and is it really contributing or not, or is it really supporting plagiarism? These are all the questions I will answer here. Here in this particular session, I am going to tell you two things. One, what is the danger of not using generative AI in the current situation, and what are all the myths and what are all the things people fail to understand regarding ChatGPT and or generative AI. Second thing, how to approach ChatGPT for research. How helpful are AI tools? How to get original and new research. How to get ideas for your publication which other people can't get. Because ChatGPT is a tool and it has got its own way of working. Unless we know that way of working, we will be like people, 99.9% of people, they are floating on the surface of ChatGPT and they use ChatGPT only to get caught in plagiarism. So here, our main point is we are going to discuss techniques so that you will never get into plagiarism. Because ChatGPT is a type of tool, this can be modulated, this can be fine-tuned, this can be changed whichever way we want without the requirement of coding. This generative AI technology is one main advantage is that a teacher of history, teacher of Malayalam, teacher of biology, they are all with the profession. They never get an exposure to information technology. So they were actually away from information technology. Now a time has come, everyone who can use English can get a good hold of information technology and they can remain in the forefront. Another advantage is that who are all the people interested in doing genuine research? This ChatGPT is going to cover up many of the shortcomings what they had, maybe historically or maybe due to society. These things can cover up and one can become a great researcher by making use of ChatGPT. Means let us forget the past. Now let us think about the future. If you see the correct methods of using ChatGPT for research, you will start thinking that today is the first day of the rest of your life. Today is the first day of the rest of your life because ChatGPT has got many things which is unseen. So I am going to speak about those things in this particular program. So point number one is you are going to get new and original information from ChatGPT that normal standard AI tools cannot give. Second thing is that we are going to take you through the stages of research methodology and how ChatGPT is applied there. And during this, we are going to give you, as Dr. Mendes-Jacob said in his speech, we are going to give you the correct appropriate prompts that is to be used in each stage of research methodology so that you will get new and original information which is not available to other people. Then we are going to teach you how to craft these inquiries in such a way that your research is your own. Your research is not a copy. Your research is going to be special, unique. And that is the reason we call this program is for artificial intelligence for high impact research and for publication. So therefore, with this information, let us start our session today. So we are going to speak about artificial intelligence for high impact research. What we see on this image, most of us now or in the past, we were in such a situation. Means we had so many things with us. We are under fire. We are confused, and the time is running. What to do? So with AI's help, we can actually bring to this particular condition, that is, we are flooded with the ideas and we have completed our work really fast and we get appreciation, applause from everywhere. This is what we are going to speak in this program in various ways. And before that, now, let me speak about some experience I had in the last few months. Now this ChatGPT and generative AI come to the fore in the last few months. I had been speaking to various experts in academic industry, in research, etc., etc. But one thing really surprised me is they all have various type of misunderstanding about ChatGPT. Many people, first group is, they think ChatGPT is just a gimmick. They think that even earlier days, even 20 years ago, there were something like this and it is equivalent to that. Even they are not even ready to listen what exactly ChatGPT or generative AI is. They are standing and they are working with their stubborn thinking that ChatGPT is just a gimmick. Second, there is a group, they think that ChatGPT we should not touch for research, because if you touch, then you will get into the trap of plagiarism. It is because ChatGPT is copying things from various places in various places from the internet. So ultimately, we are forced to consume that copied thing. So therefore, it is not for us. And they block other people also from using ChatGPT. Now, third, there is another type of people. They believe that AI means AI tools. Means how much you know about AI is depending upon how much you know, how many number of AI tools you know. These are all the three type of people I have seen across the section multiple times. So I am going to address these three issues first. First of all, is ChatGPT a gimmick? ChatGPT, whether it is somebody cheating us with ChatGPT. Second thing is whether ChatGPT is a plagiarism or can we do it without that? And the third thing is how to, whether knowing AI tools, because now there are more than 17,000 AI tools there on internet. Are we going to learn this all 17,000 tools? How are we going to use it? These are all the things I am going to speak to you now. So before we start, let me tell you a few points that what is the dangers if we are ignoring ChatGPT's existence. Think that it is a gimmick. This is the point I would like to speak to you first. See, ChatGPT and generative AI, like supercomputer, computer, automobiles, or internet, how they revolutionized something, this ChatGPT and generative AI is accelerating innovation everywhere in the world. You go to any country, it is accelerating innovation. What we used to take months or years together can be achieved within 1 hour or 2 hours now. This, if we ignore this particular fact, actually we are defeating ourselves. The speed at which generative AI can generate hypotheses, design experiments, or even write code can dramatically accelerate the pace of research and development. Researchers who don't adapt may find themselves lagging in the fast-moving field. It is because I am a research and development person. I am an interdisciplinary expert from the product development. Therefore, I can say that ignoring this is actually self-defeating. Second thing, unprecedented scale of data analysis. Earlier, one of the limiting factors every one of us faced was the difficulty for data analysis. Data analysis was a difficult thing. It needed some special skills. Now, anyone who in very remotely, a person who is doing research in Malayalam, Tamil, Kannada, or biology, history, geography can do data analysis. Recently, Mr. Sundar Pichai in an interview said, anyone who has got 12th standard knowledge can do high level of data analysis now. This made possible with generative AI. We are going to speak about that later. This is possible with that. So we cannot ignore that. Anyone who is thinking ChatGPT is a gimmick, they must understand that these are all the realities happening. Now, let me come to the third point, enhanced creativity. Creativity, we all think that creativity is only the ability of some few people, some blessed people, some creative people. But now, even creativity, you can something like a subcontract to ChatGPT. Means you give them ideas. It will follow your words and instructions, and it will create what is necessary in a most creative way. So therefore, therefore, everybody in the world, or every campus, every office, every home, people started using it, and the train is running fast. We cannot stand there on the side of the railway line. So therefore, this ChatGPT is a crucial, it's a path-breaking invention. Now, the fourth point I would like to tell you, in Indian system, we are all taught to follow one particular syllabus, one particular subject, that too with a lot of compartmentalization. Means there is civil engineering, there is mechanical engineering. Nobody does the blending of these two. But if you see any theory or any product, I am looking through a glass and I am looking to a camera here, and I am using a computer. Every one of these things are combination of many technologies. Nothing called a single discipline application here in the world. Any application is a multidisciplinary. ChatGPT is a great support for this any interdisciplinary application. Generative AI can bridge gaps between different academic disciplines by synthesizing knowledge and offering interdisciplinary insights. This interdisciplinary study has become so easy now, and sky is the limit. Now, anyone who is forgetting this interdisciplinary and ChatGPT, they are going to sit on the side, and the world will forget them. So ethical and social implication. As AI becomes more integrated into society, understanding its capabilities and limitations is crucial for ethical governance. So when we understand this, we will see like that how it is used. We will be able to differentiate between ethical and unethical. And there are many, but I limited it into 6. This is a global competitiveness. Where are we standing? We as a country, we as Indian, we as Bharatiya citizen. The point here is we are not inventing anything. We are only publishing papers. We are only publishing research papers. But there is nothing solid coming out of that. We cannot live like that. Like our Prime Minister said, by 2047, we have to become a superpower. We cannot become a superpower if we are buying technology by paying our hard-earned money to somebody. Whatever we look around, everything is developed by somebody else. And we are paying for that. We are paying through our nose. So global competitiveness will come. Global respect will come. Our self-esteem will go up only if we start developing things. We start developing things. You would have seen that the last August 30th, Chinese company Huawei, they introduced a phone which is competing with the iPhone 15. iPhone 15, I heard it is going to get released in 2-3 days. It is competing with that almost at half the price. And this company has got their own operating system. India do not have our own operating system. IIT Madras developed on Parosa. It is 99.9% Android. It is only more modified a little. So we do not have our own operating system. And even though people who entered information technology at that time, they are all gray hairs like me. But we have not developed a keyboard or a mouse. So therefore, there is a big responsibility to become globally competitive, competent. So it is not possible for us to ignore the technologies like generative AI. Each one of us should become good in that, and it will reflect in our work, in our classroom activities, in our research, in our publications. So these are the 6 points which is making every one of us it is mandatory for every one of us to become masters or good in the application of ChatGPT and in our domain. Now let me go to the next section here in this. This is a very interesting thing. This is what I told. Secondly, I will do 12 reasons why generative AI doesn't lead to plagiarism. As I was telling you, the second group of people, they think that don't touch ChatGPT, it will lead to plagiarism. I am telling here 12 reasons why generative AI doesn't lead to plagiarism. Don't get bored by the text here because it is written in that way, but everything is interesting. You please listen. ChatGPT is an original generation. See, when I take a book from library, I take the xeroscopy of that. I use my iPad text to text with a OCR technology. I copy it on my research paper. Then it is plagiarism. But ChatGPT generates a text based on a unique combination of the prompt and its training data, making the output distinct and not a direct copy of any existing work. This is what we have to understand. ChatGPT is not giving copy of any existing work. We are not going to get this exact one provided we use our own prompts. If we use standard AI tools, we may get like this. We have to use our own prompts then we are going to get a distinct output and never a direct copy of anything existing in the world. That is the reason point number 1, that why ChatGPT cannot lead to plagiarism is anything you do with the prompting is going to be an original generation. Second point is it is based on user input. Means there may be publication, there may be information at various places, but those things are synthesized and given to us based on the user input. In this case for ChatGPT, I am the user. I am going to ask ChatGPT an input in a very specified way that is peculiar to me. Even I can tell ChatGPT to give an output, academic writing with a South Kerala slang. I can get that type of a response from ChatGPT. So user input, the quality and specificity of the generated text often depend on the user's skill in crafting a prompt. I am repeating, user skill in crafting a prompt, which adds an elements of originality and creativity to the output. As I was telling you, I can control my question. I can tell examples to ChatGPT. I can tell ChatGPT I need a response in this way. I can specify the format. I can specify the slang. Then where is the plagiarism? No one can find. Maximum people can say that the output looks like it came from generative AI. But now, if you are going to use a spell check or a grammar check with Grammarly or with Quillbot, ultimately they check the grammar, or if they are going to correct, even though 99% written by you, but if it is coming through these tools, it will have the tinge of generative AI. So I told you that ChatGPT is going to give original generation. ChatGPT's outputs are going to become based on user input, and ChatGPT is a tool. It is not a source. If I am going to copy from Encyclopedia Britannica or from Wikipedia or from any other journal, it is a source. But ChatGPT is not a source. It is only a tool. It is like if I read a book and I read a second book, and I am synthesizing these two, and I am writing an examination with my own words, then will it become plagiarism? This is the same situation when we ask ChatGPT and it consider it as a tool, and it is going to synthesize information, and it is giving an output. It is giving an output which is nowhere related with these two books. Now, no claim of authorship. After we give the right prompt, we are telling ChatGPT what is necessary, and it is giving the output. ChatGPT is not claiming the authorship. Nobody else can claim the authorship because the same sentences are not there anywhere. Then where is the plagiarism? It is not going to come. Now let us go to the point number 5. Even ChatGPT or BARD or any other LLM, they all have put this ethical guidelines in place. Now, 6th one, legal precedent. There is no legal framework which has gone through this entire thing and saying that this ChatGPT's output or any generative AI output is equivalent to plagiarism. Now, 7th thing is collaborative creation. The interaction between the user and the AI can be seen as a form of collaboration. where both parties contribute to the final output. So here I would like to tell you, when we use Quillbot, if you want to get a certain tone of your text, there are only certain 1 or 2, 3, 4. You have to click on those, you will get only those ways. It is equivalent to your fan regulation, the fan regulator. There are some fan, it is marked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can only put on this 1, 2, 3 or 4 or 5. But it is stepped regulation. But when it is coming to this electronic regulator, it is like a knob. You can place it any place you want. Actually, that is a difference between when you use a AI tool and when you use a prompt in ChatGPT. Means you can fine tune it. You can fine tune in whichever way you want. So that is what ultimately collaborative creation. Then contextual adaptability. Through prompting, you can give a context, means anything, whether it is Newton's third law or it is a second law of thermodynamics or if it is a Pythagoras theorem, you can make it contextualize. When you contextualize it, and ChatGPT is going to make it like this, now for make it like this, ultimately what you are going to get is not anything for anything of a copy. What you are getting is an original thing. I will tell you an example. Yesterday, I was trying to see how ChatGPT can teach me regression analysis. And I told ChatGPT, I am interested in physical fitness. So therefore, you tell all examples through physical fitness only. From that time onwards, so every example, ChatGPT started giving in line with the physical fitness. These type of twisting we can do. And if you go and search this on Google, you won't get any place a similar sentence or similar idea existing. So this is what the contextual adaptability of ChatGPT. Now, ChatGPT's another important thing is it is a non-linear generation. Means ChatGPT doesn't follow a linear thought process. Means it is actually very creative. It is very creative because it is based on complex algorithms and vast data sets. This complexity adds a layer of unpredictability. I am going to show you how this unpredictability and originality and all can be increased or decreased by changing the setting of ChatGPT. Then, now, research and innovation utility. Research and development setting, AI-generated content can act as a point of further research and discussion. Okay, so these are all the main reasons. If we take special care, ChatGPT will never give plagiarism. I am repeating this because most people sitting here, because you all represent various colleges or universities, institutions of higher education. I want to tell you this message should go everywhere. No one should limit themselves from using ChatGPT or generative AI by thinking that it will lead to plagiarism, because it is all depending upon prompt. But if you fall into the trap of some of the generative AI tools will give plagiarism. I am going to show you those things in my next topic here. This is about avoiding plagiarism. Why custom prompting avoids plagiarism? How custom prompts can help you achieve originality. Now, I am going to show you one very interesting study. And I am going to show you something very interesting thing. See, in the next next 3 pages, I am taking you through the stages of research methodology. It is the various stages of research methodology, and I am going to show you in each stage how much is the cognitive challenge and how much is the physical challenge and what is the reason or justification of that, and then we will come to how much that process can be automated. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Here 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So these are all 14 different stages of doing a research, doing a scientific research. Now, this is segregated and we are going to check how much is the cognitive challenge, how much is the physical challenge. Now, for most of you have gone through this, or many of you will be going through this, or some of you will be planning to go through this, and there will be many guides here. The research supervisors, this is going to be a good guidance for each one of you. For example, first, step 1, identifying the research problem. 95% of it is a cognitive challenge and 5% is a physical challenge. Why? High cognitive load for framing a researchable question. Minimal physical effort for preliminary activities. So here, automation effectiveness or a possibility of automation is very low because there are minimal physical effort. What can we get through from ChatGPT or generative AI? If we go through the AI tool, what they can do is only the 5% of it. But if we use for the cognitive load for framing prompts, we will be able to get a good intellectual response for this 95%. Second one, conducting a preliminary literature review, 80% of which is a cognitive challenge and 20% is a physical challenge. Why? Because this process is dominated by cognitive work for reading and synthesizing. We know that preliminary literature review, it is a reading and synthesizing, and physical component is only 20%. So here there will be tools which will say that it will read PDF, it will give the summary, but how many of this will do the synthesizing according to our requirement? Your research is going to be valued based on the synthesizing of ideas from various places. There are no AI tools for this. It can be done only by prompting. Now, third, preparation of the research proposal. Now, preparation of the research proposal. 85% of that particular effort is cognitive, 15% is physical challenge. Significant cognitive effort for crafting a compelling proposal. Everyone going through this research, every one of us know that how difficult it is to prepare a research proposal, compelling proposal, and it is a minor physical task. This compelling proposal writing will become easy if we use prompt, and there are no AI tools ready-made available for this. It will give, but it is not going to be a compelling proposal. So here the automation effectiveness is low. Now obtaining proposal approval. Okay, this is cognitive challenge 40, physical challenge is 60%. So there the automation and the possibility of standard tools are high. Now we are coming to the fifth stage, that is formulating hypothesis or the research question. Everyone knows that that's a highly cognitive challenging work. 90%, and physical challenge is low. So high cognitive demand for logical reasoning, minimal physical effort. So if we have to develop a high value hypothesis, it is very important that we can use the ChatGPT with prompting, not with the standard AI tools. So now we come to the sixth point, that is research design. In research design, this cognitive challenge is 85% because we have to select methodologies. That is the core of doing a research design. And the physical challenge is only 15%. Even here, the possibility of an AI tool helping is low. Seventh one, this is a place data collection. Data collection, these AI tools are very good for that, and prompting can be helpful for controlling that. So labor intensive data gathering, that is 40% physical, cognitive planning 60%. The eighth one is data analysis. Cognitive challenge is 75%, physical challenge is 25%. As we were discussing earlier, data analysis has become more of an idea now. More of an idea, less of a mechanical, monotonous work because of ChatGPT or ChatGPT plugin. Data analysis is one of the major area where researchers can get help from this. Here, this tool usage help is going to be medium. Now, sixth one is interpretation of results. Interpretation of results can be achieved through ChatGPT if we can do prompting. We are going to explain those prompting, prompting methodologies, and you are going to become an expert in that. And physical challenge is only 10%. So highly cognitive for nuanced understanding, because interpretation of results is one of the key area. Minimal physical effort for dealing. Now 10th stage is writing a research paper. Even writing a research paper, it is a cognitive heavy process because we have to structure arguments, and a physical challenge is only 20%. There will be so many AI tools which will offer this, but finally it is a researcher's cognitive ability that is going to make that research stand apart. 11th stage is peer review and publication. This is something like a 50-50, even split. Cognitive task and for this revision of the research based on feedback, or physical task for submission and correspondence. There the automation, their effectiveness is high. 12th stage is dissemination and implementation. This is a place this more than prompting, this AI tools are going to score high. Now let us say public engagement and outreach, evaluation and reflection. You have seen that these two places, what is the cognitive task and what is the physical task. So in a nutshell, what I am telling you is that even though there are about 17,000 AI tools available there in the market, what a researcher need is maximum 4 to 5 AI tools and prompting ability of ChatGPT or BAD or whichever LLM you use. I want to repeat this. It is not that how many AI tools we know is going to make us superior. What is going to make us superior is knowing prompting, so that you can make new and original information information, research from ChatGPT, and what you require is maximum 4 to 5 AI tools. So we are going to speak about that in this entire program. We are going to speak to you prompt engineering prompting methods to be used in each stage of research methodology, and wherever it is necessary, 4 to 5 AI tools only you need to know. And this 4 to 5 AI tools are required because those functions cannot be done by ChatGPT at present. Situations may change and situations will definitely improve, because yesterday I came to know that this ChatGPT is one sister software called DAL-E. It was introduced. It is a platform specifically for generating images, and it was DAL-E, DAL-E 2, and now in the month of November they are going to introduce DAL-E 3. And the type of the images, realistic images, what we get from DAL-E 3, it is much superior. So therefore things are improving very fast, and entire employment scenario is going to get revolutionized. Many of our people are going to lose their jobs, and many people who, like you are showing interest in generative AI now. Like you are going to remain superior, and you are going to be in the top 1% of that. So now I want to tell you what are the things I told you in this session so far. One, I told you that many people have doubt about the ChatGPT itself. Means there we have shown 6 valid points stating that ignoring ChatGPT is dangerous. Dangerous for each one of us, dangerous for even to our institution, our country, our society, etc. So therefore, we have to be very good in that generative AI. Point number 2, what I was telling you is, with ChatGPT, if we are using carefully with the prompts, no plagiarism. Because we are going to generate our own unique, new, original information from ChatGPT. Therefore, there is no plagiarism. Point number 3, I have taken you through 14 different steps of a research methodology, and I have shown you that each stage how much cognitive load and how much physical or cognitive challenge and how much physical challenge is involved in each stage, and what can be automated in this. Cognitive challenge cannot be automated. What can be automated is a physical challenge. So therefore, there is very little thing this standard AI tools can do for an original researcher. So therefore, for an original researcher, the most important thing is understand prompting methods and learn about 4 to 5 AI tools. This is the package. Understand research methodology. Understand prompting for each stage. Then understand about 4 to 5 AI tools that ChatGPT or any other LLMs cannot do. So, for example, data analysis, ChatGPT cannot do now. It can empower, it can power, but it cannot do. So that was an example. So this is with this, I am completing one part of this. So let me know let me know anyone has got any doubts about this. We can discuss about that.
If you have any questions to Dr. Suresh, sir, you can. Sir, there's a question. Can we rely on the information given by ChatGPT?
See, like any esteemed professor or an esteemed manager, we have to take the information and we must see the reliability of the information, comparing and suitability with the rest of our research. So we can use it, but now with the ChatGPT 4, what I understand is that 99% of the information ChatGPT is giving is correct. So here, Sangeeta Kadam madam, she has written that it shows us AI generated material. Yes, we use AI for generating material, but the thing is that ideas are ours. To make sure that the things are combined and synthesized, we are going to show you the techniques for that. So ultimately, if you take this and go for a check whether it has got plagiarism will not be there. And there is question from Anil R. Nair sir. Just curious to know and understand how these percentages for cognitive challenge and physical challenges were arrived. Any clues? Yeah, this is an information coming from research. Actually, this we have searched for various places, but it is a synthesizing from various places. So maybe based on the subject, maybe with the social sciences, engineering, mathematics, things will change about 5 to 7%. But generally these percentages are correct. Now there is a question from Andara Chowdhury. Paper retracted when authors quote using ChatGPT to write it. You would think scientists would know. Okay. As I was telling you earlier, there is a big misconception regarding ChatGPT. We cannot take like that. This is the output from ChatGPT. We need to say how it was prompted. Whether we gave a keyword and we got a response from that. I would like to share an experience here. We have gone to some 4 NITs, and there in a class of about 60 students sitting in a computer lab, we asked them some information you need to collect from Google. For your information, 60 students got 60 results from Google. How they could get it? The main reason is even though every year Google tells the people that how to search, they make a document, they make a video and publish, but nobody reads. Nobody watches that video. It has got Google is telling how to search Google, but how many people read this? Similarly, I have seen many people using ChatGPT exactly in the way of Google. They just put keywords. Google, the ChatGPT or any other language model is a conversational tool. It's a conversational generation tool. It cannot take a keyword. If we just throw some keywords, we are only confusing the model. So therefore, all depending upon the prompt, all depends upon the tone in which we speak to ChatGPT. And inside ChatGPT, there are settings. How we said, we have to understand this paper retracted when authors caught using ChatGPT to write it. It is very nice to show, but we need to understand that who are these authors, whether they just copied from here by putting some keywords in. With my experience of more than about 7 to 8 months with this generative AI, so far I could create output from ChatGPT without touching plagiarism. All depends upon how you ask a question. It is actually 𝐏𝐸𝐽, garbage in, garbage out. So when people without knowledge, if they use keywords or direct questions to ChatGPT, it is going to give the same garbage out. So therefore, that is the reason you are sitting here. You are going to understand how to speak to ChatGPT so that you will get new and original information. I hope I answered that question. So be watchful. Things aren't that simple, and we can't get away smoothly. If we learn prompting, then things are going to be that simple. I got from Dr. Anosh Narsari, I got sometimes ChatGPT gives false information. Also, yes, ChatGPT can give false information if we are going to ask with that type of a possibility. So the ChatGPT has got its own limitations of training. It is like I am a product design specialist with 30 years of experience but still I am a learner. Similarly, there will be, we cannot say that everyone has got everything. Even Windows 11 has got bugs. So we have to be careful when we are using the technology. I am not sitting here as a proponent of ChatGPT. I am a patriotic person. I am a technology lover. I am concerned about the future of our country, and I am concerned about the way in which our education system progressing. So here, this is what my contribution. So therefore, I am going to tell pros and cons of this. But from my experience, when we learn prompting techniques well, this is not going to happen. This is what I am going to show you in this rest of the program, how to ask ChatGPT so that you are going to get extraordinary responses. So, which was the place? Okay. Now this is a question from Rathu. We couldn't trust the info with the ChatGPT is giving. All depends upon how you are training and how you are asking question. I responded that earlier. Now let me say. Okay, what if in future we have a plagiarism tool to detect ChatGPT text? See, this is a question from Blessy Madam. What if in future we have a plagiarism tool to detect? This is what I was telling you, that 12 reasons how it cannot call it as a plagiarism. It means ChatGPT is a tool. It is like a computer, it is like a typewriter, it is like any other tool. It is not a source. It is not copying verbatim from anywhere. It is like our brain. If I am reading 5 books and my brain is synthesizing those things and I am going to write something new, will you call my brain, will you blame my brain? You cannot do that. Similarly, this is a thing based on the question asked. Based on the question asked, it is synthesizing the information. Now, Dr. Sabu Varghese, can you explain prompting? Yes, next session I am going to take about 1.5 days. That is about 3 hours. I am going to explain only prompting. Only prompting. So you are going to gain from that. I am going to speak to you in such a way you won't see prompting anywhere. See, sometimes references given are not available at all. There is a situation in this way, but you should not. One of the things about ChatGPT prompting is it is not like that we are throwing one stone. It is actually we have to go through conversation. So it is something like a chain of thought. So I am going to show you those type of promptings tomorrow. That is, I am going to show you this on Saturday, Monday. See, now there is a very good question from Anil R. Nair, sir. Hallucination of generative AI. How do we test its reliability in a fast manner? If the tool is simply going to waste our time checking its authenticity, how will it be a useful tool? Yeah, that is a very good question. See, point is that this technology is in its infancy. We have to understand this. There are people saying that if automobile was not invented in Europe or America, if it was invented in India, we would have killed that technology from the beginning itself, because there were 100 reasons for not using a car, but they found 100 reasons for using a car. Similarly, here we need to understand this technology is in its infancy, but it has grown a lot. It is showing so much of result. So we can actually put a little tinge of salt. Otherwise, why a person who crossed 60, I am sitting and I am studying ChatGPT and generative AI. It is because of that reason. We cannot say that a technology which is growing, we cannot blame it. We have to understand that yes, we are part of it. We are also supporting it to grow. And we are going to understand this, and we are going, when it grows, we will be the one growing with that. So therefore, so far I wanted to tell you that with my research and with my investigation, so far 99% of time ChatGPT never dissed me. Okay, now it is like this. There is a question from Biplav Sinha sir. Which version of ChatGPT should we use to get the best result? I would say like that. See, ChatGPT 4, it is ChatGPT Plus. ChatGPT is charging $20. That is about 1,600 rupees every month. My request to each one, I am not a salesperson, but my request to each one is that if we are doing serious research, please subscribe to that. If you need not subscribe on your own. Let your department subscribe one ChatGPT Plus, because it is worth. Because ChatGPT 4 has got 700 times more intelligence and reasoning power than ChatGPT 3.5. 700 times. I had a graph with me. Let me search. If it is there with me, I will show you next day. It is a 700 times. Many people blame ChatGPT by seeing about 3.5, but ChatGPT 4 is 700 times reasoning power. It is giving result. So this is the answer to Biplav Sinha sir, that ChatGPT plus, that is 4, is giving very good result. Now, now Teresa madam, can we do both qualitative and quantitative data analysis through ChatGPT? Yes, we can. All depends upon the what type of variables we select, then we can. Then Geeta Mani madam, in parallel software shows the data generated ChatGPT. What we do for it. Let me see one thing. Can we do both quality? Okay, that I have answered. Turnitin plagiarism software shows the data generated on ChatGPT. What we can do for this? See, ChatGPT is actually an ideation tool. It generates, in the form of generation, it generates idea. When you ask an idea to ChatGPT, it responds. ChatGPT is like a all-knowing guru in front of us. For example, I spend hours together with ChatGPT asking about things I don't dare to ask someone, or I won't even find someone who has the ability to give an insightful response. So therefore, ChatGPT is an ideation tool. We can get the information from here. And as I was telling you earlier, even I am from Kottayam, Kerala. I can even tell ChatGPT, this academic text, you write in a way a person speaks English at Kottayam, Kerala state. It is going to give me with that type of a sentence. Then what is the plagiarism we are checking here? So they can say like that, it has come through generated AI. Now in future, that is what I was showing one of the points, like in the future, like every letter is coming through a word processor now. So every drawing, engineering drawing is coming through a CAD software now. In future, what will happen? We are going to speak idea, we are going to give a framework, or we are going to give a template, and some AI tool is going to create the rest of the thing for us. So it is a tool. We need to understand this. If somebody is copying verbatim, I will say like that. That is what ultimately the definition of plagiarism. If I synthesize two ideas and bringing some new and original information, these two idea owners cannot question me, because mine is a formulation developed with my intelligence. So now there is a question from Chitra madam. Is ChatGPT giving relevant pictures related to research? See, ChatGPT can guide us for pictures because it's a word-based thing. But with that, we can search in its sister tools like DAL-E. I was speaking to you earlier. Now, different people will show different content. Yes. In ChatGPT, you can get different contents. I will show you the settings on ChatGPT. There is something called the playground.OpenAI. There you can set which type of the thing, how many contents you want. For example, you are seeing that regeneration. When you regenerate, you are getting another type of content. Now there is a question from Dr. Gogoi sir. Sir, in one instance, my research scholar has used paraphrasing information from ChatGPT from his original article to make it more readable, but the journal where he has submitted rejected the article, citing it as AI generated. What would you suggest to overcome? Yes, this is what exactly I am telling you. Whether from ChatGPT, it is the right prompting. It is a synthesizing of the ideas. These are the things. ChatGPT as an ideation tool, ChatGPT as an execution tool. But if we take one information, if we just do the paraphrasing, it will get caught. Actually, we are not sitting here for that. Therefore, whatever Gagoi sir said is very much correct. So, yes, Rita madam said exactly right. The topic is correct. No, the topic is same. Usha Sharma madam said, morning, I don't understand that question. If it's a question, please repeat it on the chat box. Now, please send the prompts, sir. So that will be a practical. Yes, we are going to give you. Okay, Sudhir sir. We are going to tell you give you prompt from A to Z of research methodology that will be there in LMS, and each stage of research you can take it, you can modify accordingly, and you can use it for doing a very good research. Now a question from Hilala madam. Sir, ChatGPT may not claim authorship, but the fact that I did not write it still remains. So ethically and factually speaking, how can we say the material is free from plagiarism? Literally theft.
You are on mute. Please unmute.
Now let me answer Hilala madam. I never said that taking something from internet. If you take something from internet, you will become author. In this case, this is a collaborative work. You are getting some certain unique mix of synthesized idea from ChatGPT based on a unique prompt given by you. It is actually a question. Means with this particular thing, what is actually helping is ChatGPT's work. It is finding finding certain things, and it is doing the synthesizing for you. Then it is getting in a way, getting in a fashion or getting in a format that is suggested by you. In this way, there are so much of contribution of yours, and ultimately it is coming as your formulation. So that is the reason. That is the reason this product is yours. Now let me ask you one thing. I learned Pythagoras theorem in school. So I did my calculation at my home in my kitchen to do something. It is based on Pythagoras theorem. I will definitely tell that it is my idea. Even though I use Pythagoras theorem, but the context is different. Pythagoras didn't tell me that I can use in this way. And its total usage is different. Total calculation is different. And I will be using this Pythagoras theorem not as a Pythagoras theorem, as part of something else. Okay. Now, I hope I answered your question. Otherwise, we are here. We can continue to speak about this once we progress through the program. Now, now there is a question from Nirmali Gagoi, madam. How ChatGPT help in review literature in writing research paper? Yeah, that's a very good question. We are sitting here to discuss about that. Please be patient. Now there's a question from Arun Prem sir. Currently ChatGPT is giving info till to 2021. In research community, the review to literature need to be up to date. So it is showing a 1 year gap of info. You see, ChatGPT is giving, it is 3.5. If you use ChatGPT 4, there are plugins which will give you information till now. So that has got an access to web, and it has got access to all information, whatever it could get trained. But we must understand that ChatGPT doesn't have access to anything which has got a password and firewall. So many of the big literature companies with valuable papers, ChatGPT may not have access to that. But there will be papers which are the derivative of those papers. There you will get. See, Turnitin likes the software catches the AI writings, and it shows AI writing detected. See, AI writing detected is in many places. That is not something faulty, especially for us. For us, English is a second language. And if I have to write something academic paper, I am definitely going to use Grammarly or Quillbot or some of the tools like that. I started using Grammarly 2 years ago. Therefore, I am going to refine my writing through Grammarly, and someone is going to tell that it is actually came through AI. But the idea is mine. Keywords are mine. The flow is mine. And the key one-word sentence, the key one-liners are mine. So therefore, it is not AI's, it is mine. So Dr. 𝐏𝐻𝐻𝐸𝐴 sir, could you please send us the possible prompts for qualitative and quantitative research? Yes, we are going to do that. Please be patient. And Shinu Varki sir, as you said, even if the output which is given by ChatGPT may not be classified as plagiarism, don't you think it is still an unethical practice as the output is actually not generated by you? You have actually only given a prompt to ChatGPT. See, Shinu Varki sir, I wanted to ask you one thing. Can we just say like that, just a question? Because that question is a well-crafted one with an intention to find an information. So we know that existence of similar information or what type of information we get, and till we get that information, we are going to dig. It is not that one shot we are going to get an answer. Anyone who is trying to get one shot answer from ChatGPT, that person will be caught for plagiarism. It is because it's a one shot answer. We research what is the meaning. Research. We have to search again and again. This is what the critical thinking process itself. I am going to show you the critical thinking process before even going for the research methodology, because this is not taught anywhere in India. But it is taught everywhere else in the world, and they are in the high in the QS ranking and all. Critical thinking. We are going to speak about critical thinking process. From critical thinking process, you are going to learn the questioning process. You are going to learn the investigation process. Once we get into these things, then you will approach with the prompt engineering. Your approach to ChatGPT will be entirely different. You will think that, oh, how I was doing in the earlier and how I am doing it now. Now there is a question from Dr. Shilpa Srivastava. Turnitin gives the AI generated report. Yes. How can we give source of information when using ChatGPT in writing paper? See, this we are going to speak about this later, so I am not going to answer it now. See, there is a question from Andara Chowdhury madam. How to get in-text citation and references while writing article using ChatGPT. See, here also we wanted to tell you that The people who make mistakes with the ChatGPT, they do the ChatGPT investigation on the superficial level. So here what we are going to speak is we have put a 10-step model for ChatGPT. In this 10-step, there are various sub-steps. We are going to use a ChatGPT in sub-step level. So when we are using in that level, for example, when we are constructing a house, the strength of the house is the strength of the structure, strength of the bricks, and the strength of the cement. Therefore, the strength should start from the brick and cement and structure, not from the house fully. So therefore, we are going to show you prompt in the brick level. Prompt, that is what you are going to see it now in the coming days. So there is a question from Hillela Madam. Is there a possibility for the owners of ChatGPT to sell our data in future? Will the idea of plagiarism disappear because it is all generated by AI? Idea of plagiarism is not going to disappear. It is going to be there. People who just use ChatGPT from the superficial level, we have to catch them. So for that, plagiarism is necessary. People who use the real value of ChatGPT, use prompting and using it as a wise tool, they are going to generate new and original information. So that is what we are going to talk about. Now there is another question from Anil R. Nair, sir. Is it possible to get a reference to the original sources relied on by generative AI so that we can cross-verify the correctness of the review of literature done by AI? See, this is a special process. There is no straightforward way. We have to do various things that we will speak during our program.
Just an information, there is no attendance taken for this FTP on attendance. Okay, there is no attendance link.
See, there is another question from Gurumurthy Vasudevan, sir. If ChatGPT is synthesizing, what is the role of researcher? See, like rain or thunderstorm, ChatGPT is not synthesizing on its own. ChatGPT is synthesizing based on the prompt given by the researcher, based on the idea given by the researcher, based on the intensity given by the researcher, based on the instructions given by the researcher. It is like a sculptor using a chisel. Because there is a stone, because there is a chisel, a sculpture is not going to come to existence because it is an interaction. So the main thing is this interaction. So this interaction, who is the father of this interaction? It is a researcher. I hope I answered Gurumurthy sir's question. Now there's a question. Okay, now there is one more question. Blessy Irene Madam, does ChatGPT make students and researchers lazy, not thinking beyond our limits? I will tell you, ChatGPT is going to make, if we are going to make use of ChatGPT, it is going to make us work more. I will tell you, because of ChatGPT, now I am sleeping 1 hour less because ChatGPT is very responsive. ChatGPT never says no. It is going to give us so much of information otherwise in various ways. So ChatGPT is making each one of us like Sherlock Holmes. ChatGPT is making us investigative. It is not going to make lazy. So it is important that we have to make the questions in such a way that it is such a way that it will remove the laziness. Now there is another question from Anil R. Nair, sir. I am not against the use of technology, but as an educationalist, how am I going to check the authenticity of a work submitted to me which does not reveal whether AI has been used in this preparation or not? Coming from India, I may not have access to the resources, references cited to do. Okay, sir, I would like to ask you one thing. Anil R. Nair, sir, suppose I am your student and you gave me one homework. I spoke to several of my seniors, neighbors, and all various places, and I made a very good answer in front of you. I wrote a very good answer in your presence because these are all the information I got into my brain. My neurons and all, it really synthesized it, and I gave an answer to your question. How this can be done that I did a less work, or for a similar things we can we are going to speak about how to make bibliography and all separately, but in the end, when we are asking the correct question, when we are giving all instructions, we are giving how this is to be formulated or formatted as an answer, and the entire thing we are using ChatGPT as a tool. It is not a source. ChatGPT is not a source, it is a tool. And it is not going to give any sentences extra. Anybody who is noticing things, anybody who is aware of what is happening around us, we are all absorbing information, and whatever answer we are giving, it is a synthesization of that information. So we need to see ChatGPT equivalent to that. Okay, now there's a question from Dr. Amit Aravind. If the department or institute have a subscription, no, only one person can use at a time. So if the department teachers have that understanding, we can always have. But don't tell anybody that I told you to take one subscription given to everybody. Okay, what is the request limit for ChatGPT? See, earlier request limit was only 25 numbers for 3 hours. Now they have increased to 50. 50 is very good. Okay, there is a question from Dr. Joby Thomas, sir. That is, sir, if the same question asked through, the answer will not be similar. Answer will not be similar. And even if you are asking question with your personality and your requirement, even questions also will not be similar. Sir, ChatGPT gives the data till 2021. What can be done? Actually, this I answered 2 minutes ago. There is a plugin for that. Now, Avinash sir, question. When you guide us via prompt, most of our doubts and apprehensions about ChatGPT or AI tools usage in research. So let us proceed in that direction. Yes, but before I go there, you need to understand some of the fundamental. So please be patient. We are going to do that. And I am even going to give my phone number to you. And when you have got any doubt, even you can contact me through WhatsApp. Today, I am not giving my phone number because I lost that. I got a replacement SIM card. From day after tomorrow, that will be working. So I am going to give you the number. Now, is this FDP syllabus? Is there an API key integrate? In this FDP, actually, this is not about ChatGPT usage API. There are many YouTube videos for that. API is beyond the scope of this, but it is something good to learn. Now, Priya Varshini, madam, though ChatGPT does not provide plagiarism content, there are now tools developed to detect whether it is AI generated content or not. I am repeating the same thing. Our entire class went through this one. There are various ways to use this because ChatGPT is a tool. It is not a source. It is actually synthesizing thing based on the question asked by us. See, is it possible to do relevant review of literature through ChatGPT? Yes, that is what we are going to speak in coming sessions. Is ChatGPT do analysis by itself based on result of the data? ChatGPT do analysis. See, there are ChatGPT, certain analysis it can do. Another thing, it has got a plugin. Using that plugin, it can be done. See, there is a question from Dr. Arpit Anil Panwar sir. I had tried using ChatGPT to narrow a research domain and asked to search for papers in that field with links. But when I click the link, the paper. Okay. Now let me tell you, when I speak ChatGPT, I am not speaking about ChatGPT LLM of OpenAI alone. I am using the word ChatGPT because that is the most common word available in the world for generative AI. I read many articles like that. Even Google has got equal to ChatGPT, but there are many 5 to 6 more tools, but people are not speaking about that. So therefore, when we do not get some information from one LLM, we have to always go and see the second one. Use Bing or use Bard, so that we have to use it separately. But I use more of ChatGPT because I felt it is more reasonable. I am using ChatGPT 4 as it is 700 times better than ChatGPT 3.5, and therefore it is giving results at least to my satisfaction.
Please note, everybody, that the feedback form will be in the LMS towards the end of the FTP. There will not be any feedback form given to you by mail or anything. It will be only available in the LMS. Okay. And there is no attendance taken for this FTP on live. All right. If you miss any of the sessions, you can access the day's recording the next day. It will be there available in the LMS. Okay. So we are not taking any live attendance for your participation. Okay. And your certificates will be issued through the LMS, the procedure of which will be guided to you toward once the FTP is over, towards the end of the FTP. The last sessions will tell you how you can access your participation certificate. If you have made the payment and have made the verification for your payment today only, you will get the LMS details by tomorrow only. Okay, so please wait for that. Feedback form will be available. available in the LMS. It will not. It will be towards the end of the FDP. Okay, once the FDP is over, you will get it in the LMS. You won't have the feedback form inside this. So I think, okay, those who don't have LMS access, you need to make the payment of ₹600 and have it verified into the WhatsApp number that I'll put in the chat now. If you want any any support related to the LMS, I will give you the details here. All right, if you have made the payment today and have made the WhatsApp payment proof to the number, then you will get the LMS details by tomorrow only. So is there anything more would you like to add? Dr. Suresh, you would like to add something?
No, if there are any more questions, we can answer.
Yeah, I was just taking the questions regarding LMS and the feedback form, attendance sheet, and those things. Okay, so I was just answering that. I don't think there are any more questions that are coming.
Okay.
All right, there's a question. There's attendance issue. Attendance issued. There's no attendance issued. If you miss the live session, it will be available in the LMS. Okay, and if you want to access the LMS, you need to make the payment of ₹600 to the account details I just put in the chat shortly. Thank you, Dr. Suresh Namboothiri. Thank you for that wonderful session. Thank you for that informative session on ChatGPT and the AI tools. We will continue tomorrow as well. Please be on time. We will start at 7 p.m. Those people who had faced issues with the audio or issues with the WebEx, I would suggest that you try our YouTube link as well, because it is simultaneously streamed on the YouTube, and I think those issues with the audio would be sorted out there. All right. Make sure you have a proper network connection as well, because WebEx does take a bit of bandwidth when you're accessing it online. So make sure that your network connection is stable. All right, everybody, I think we will end the session for today. Thank you all for taking your time and participating in this FTP. We will have the session tomorrow as well. It will be, we will be starting 7 p.m. sharp. Okay. Okay, there's a question. Will everyone get the e-certificate? E-certificate will be issued. The certificates will be issued only to people who have access to the LMS. So you need to get access to the LMS by paying the ₹600 to the account details that I'll just put it shortly here itself in the chat.